How y'all doing? My name's Jordan, also known as Scraps, and today I'll be guiding you through a synth tutorial. I'm going to play a demo example of this for you, and it's called the Hammer. It deals with a lot of comb filters and a little bit of tube saturation. So if you're not a fan of comb filters, I'd suggest skipping this tutorial. Or who knows, you may learn something new. Anyways, let's get to it. Here is the sound of the demo example. So that's a synth. So let me take care of this real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to see if it's possible to return Blu-ray discs to a local Staples because I bought the wrong discs because I thought Max could burn Blu-ray disc, and that's not even possible. Not even with Blu-ray plugins and other stuff like that. Anyways, what I like to do is I love to right-click and go to Utilities to create a combinator. Now, let's say you don't have a PC mouse. What you can do is you can hold down Control and left-click to get the same menu. So inside this combinator, this little red box right here, I'm going to go to my instruments and create a brand new Thor polyphonic synthesizer. I'm going to open up my show programmer. I'm not going to mess anything with the top controls. So all we need to do is mess around inside of the programmer itself. So for the first oscillator, we want to change this to a multi-oscillator. We want to change it to a square, and we want to change this all the way to a fifth up. And we want to take the amount for the detune of oscillator 1 all the way to 127 and take it down an octave. We also want 1 and 3 to be filtered to low pass filter 1. And we're going to leave it how it is right now, except boost up the drive to 82. For oscillator 2, we're going to take this to a wavetable, and we're going to choose sync sine. We're going to take it down 2 octaves, and we're going to leave the position where it is, and we want our oscillator 2 and 3 to be filtered. To go to filter 2, make sure that's going out. For oscillator 3, we want to choose another wavetable, and we want to take the position to 32. We want to take it down 2 octaves, same as the second oscillator. We want our filter 2 to be a comb filter. Now we want our frequency to be all the way down, our resonance to be up quite a bit, so about 97, and we want to take this to a negative preset. For our filter 3, we're going to choose another comb filter. We're going to leave it where it is right now, except for the resonance, we're going to take that to 87, and we're going to leave it on positive. Make sure the inverted envelope amount is 25. Make the velocity to be 0, and make the keyboard follower to be 127. So for our source 1, what we're going to do is take oscillator 3, not 2, change the amount to negative 100. The destination is going to be our oscillator 2 frequency FM. We're going to change the amount to be 100 and the scale to be oscillator 2. For our second source, we're going to choose oscillator 2. we're going to change the amount to be plus 50, so positive 50. We want to choose oscillator 1 frequency amount, or FM, frequency modulation. Anyways, we're going to change the amount to be 100 and the scale to be oscillator 1. Now let's play a few notes to make sure we're in the right ballpark. And we are. I'm going to take the master volume down to negative 10 decibels. We're going to, so we're in the right ballpark. The only thing we need to do right now is go to our amp envelope, take the decay and sustain all the way. And I'm going to close my programmer because that's all we need. So for now, we're going to right click on our Thor and just master it. So I'm going to create my RV7000 advanced reverb. I'm going to take my dry wet to 21 or 22. I'm going to take my decay all the way down to 21. I'm going to choose a Studio Effects, a Line 6 bass amp, and just turn on the compressor to squash the signal a bit. Now, if you can't get the right set of numbers, what you can do is hold Shift to get the very finite numbers. So after this, I'm going to go to my creative effects and choose Stream 4 Distortion. Now, if you have Reason 7 or below Reason 6.5, the menus might change a bit. So for the Screen 4, we're going to take the damage control to 40. We're going to change the type to tube, and we're going to turn P2 down below a quarter, so about 14, and we're going to take P1 all the way to 127. We don't mess anything with the body, so that's good. After this, I'm going to go to my Studio Effects and create an M-class equalizer. And turn on low cut, parameter 1, parameter 2, high shelf. For parameter 1, I'm going to take this to about 126.2 hertz gain down, Q all the way up. For parameter 2, I'm going to take this about, let's see, 7.511 kilohertz. Q gain down, Q all the way up. High shelf, we want to take this about 3000 kilohertz, as low as it will go. Take the gain about negative 0.6 and turn the Q all the way up. After this, we're going to create an M-class maximizer. Turn on soft clip, take off limiter, turn release to auto. Change the soft clip amount to be 127. And then after this, just to tidy everything up, I'm going to create a Line 6 bass amp and just turn on the compressor. So now let's have a synthesized cool instrument, but now let's have a listen to it. So you can do a lot of crazy things with this patch, and I'll check you guys out tomorrow for whatever you guys need for another synth tutorial, perhaps a Photoshop of watermarking, or something else. So for tomorrow, it will most likely be a synth, because I'm not even sure I can show you the pictures that I'm going to be watermarking. They're my own creation, but based on my reputation and everything I have linked with Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, I'm actually trying to desync all that, because I don't want my Twitter to be on my Facebook status and then I have my Christian friends there, and it's all blah blah blah. So for tomorrow, I'm going to be showing you something in Photoshop, and I'll try and take a close-up picture of something else that we can watermark. And I have a dinky little $100 Kodak Easy Share 16 megapixel camera. And the model number on this is C1550. So I'm going to be showing you cool tips you can create with this camera, as well as, sorry about that, as well as some other unique tips and tricks if you want to go into photography and digital film, or if you want to go into graphic design. This is a great tip to help you take pictures, number one. I'm also going to be guiding you on the right types of exposure you need for the camera. And I'm also going to be showing you what type of light sources you might need. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for camera tricks.